Hey everybody, this is Emily Golightly, and I just wanted to take a moment to share with you an awesome tool that I came across today. So as some of you know, I love to play Hangman with my students as a way to review vocabulary words and also to work with letters, vowels, consonants, just word work in general. So I've been playing that in some of my Google Meets, and then as I was discussing it with my husband, he said, "Ooh, Hangman, that's a little dark, isn't it?" And I thought, he's got a good point. So I started looking online to see what other tools I might be able to find that were alternatives to Hangman. And I came across this website, technologic.wordpress.com. Now, technologic.wordpress.com is a blog that was created by an English teacher in Japan. And so I want to share one of the tools that this person shared on their blog because I think it is amazing and it's all ready made for you. So it's super easy and user friendly. So this is the original slide that he shared, and all you have to do is right click and duplicate slide, and you get that slide ready made for you so you can interact with it and create your own versions of this game. Okay, so I have linked in the first slide the website. So I'm going to be sharing this with you in the comments section. But I also wanted to link it in the first slide just so you would have access if you want to view more of his resources, because I think he's just awesome. So to make the Spaceman game, like I said, you're going to create a copy. Here's my copy. And I'm going to choose what word I want. So let's say for this time, we're going to make the word basket. So I'm going to do a B, A, I'm doing some spring themed words right now. So S, A, B, T. Now, as you see, I just went and clicked right into the letter box so I could type in it. And these are all interactive, so when you play the game through the slideshow, you'll see how this works. Now, with all the extra letters, I don't need all of those, so I'm going to highlight, click and drag. So it's a left click and then drag with your mouse over the extra tiles and just click delete or backspace. So by clicking and dragging, you can do multiple tiles at one time rather than having to click on each individual. And then the other thing you can do is to click and drag over the word itself, which creates a group, and you can drag that group to kind of center it under the spaceship and just make it a little more aesthetically pleasing for when you're playing the game. Now, the other thing you're going to want to do is go down here in the notes section of that slide and type the word that you are using so you know what word that's going to be. Now I'm going to File, Save, just to make sure that I've got that for the next time I want to come back. And then Slideshow, I'm going to look at this from my current slide. So this is what the students will see when you begin the game. If you are sharing your screen and doing a Google Meet, or if you're doing this in your regular classroom when we're all back together again, you could project this image and play this in your class as well. So they're going to make a guess and take turns just like you would with normal Hangman. Let's say a child says P. Well, I know there's no P in my word, so I'm going to click Build, and it starts to construct that spaceship for the Spaceman. And their goal is to guess the word before the spaceship is completed. Then somebody says, oh, S. And so you know there is an S, so you kind of get to play Vanna White in this part, which is super fun. And you go click on it, and it's just like turning those tiles. It automatically makes the letter pop up for you. And as you see, as they're guessing, it changes the letter from black to white, so they know which letters have already been selected. I don't know if you guys have ever seen when you play in the classroom, but sometimes kids want to guess the same letters over and over and maybe aren't paying close attention. So this is one way to help them see, well, that letter's already been chosen, pick a different one. So let's say they choose an A. Again, you're going to do that. X, well, there's no X. We're going to keep building it out. R, well, there's no R. T, yes, there's a T. Okay, then they're going to choose, let's say they choose F. No F. D, no D. Then they choose E. Oh, well, we know there is an E. And so as you see, I'm going to go ahead and fill in the rest of it just to show you what it looks like when it's completed. You'll click on that letter as they choose it, and then there's the completed word. And when they're done, you can go on to the next slide and start a new word, or you could exit if you're just playing one word for that day or time period or whatever the case may be. So as you see, this is really a great little tool. I'm thankful that he created this for us so we don't have to go back and reinvent the wheel. And so I thought it was just awesome and wanted to share because I know that if you're like me, to have to go and create this tool all by yourself can be tedious and time consuming. And so I'm just thankful that they've created this for us to as another resource. And so if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I hope you enjoy it and use it with your students.